Alright, I've tried to make this video a few times, but it's so uncomfortable making it because I know people out there are going to take it the wrong way and they're going to be triggered by it. But I am bound to the truth. And what I'm about to tell you is absolutely true. So if you just stay calm, don't get triggered, listen to the information and look at the numbers, you'll understand what I'm saying is true. And it's just to edify, to enhance your understanding, your knowledge. So we know that our relationship and salvation with Jesus Christ is likened to a bride and a bridegroom, or a husband and wife, right? And the Bible even says Christ is in us, and we are in Christ. So this is in the spirit, but we can see this truth in our understanding of reality right now, and it's sexual in nature, right? A husband and a wife come together. The man is in the woman is in the man. The two become one flesh. It all goes back to Adam and Eve. They come together, the two become one flesh. And even in the New Testament, it says the two become one. Okay, so clearly. Now, this is to show us the parabolic or spiritual higher understanding of what sex represents and the little details of sex. Everything in creation means something, and everything has a parabolic meaning, or more than one parabolic meanings, meaning a higher meaning to show us spiritual truths. Now, getting more into the details of sex and what it's showing us. The human orgasm, okay? Orgasm equals 73, which is a number value for wisdom in Hebrew. And pardon my French, but the slang word cum, cum, equals 37. What are the odds of this? 37, 73, both the values of the word wisdom. Think of spiritual substance, okay? That's what this would be likened to. The semen would be like spiritual substance, okay? Because we know in Hebrews 11, faith is substance. It's actually something. So again, all these things in the natural that we do, it's just to show us the parabolic meanings. It's like goo. Goo equals 37. The value of wisdom. You ever heard of the Goo Goo Dolls? What was their most favorite song that was so popular and still is popular? And it's actually a really good song, but they're telling you something. It was named Iris. Iris is Siri backwards. But iris in the eye is where the light or the spiritual goo in that sense goes to. They know this. The song for Iris, they showed a guy way up in a tower looking down constantly through looking glasses, like the firmament is a looking glass. But he was looking down through like periscopes or telescopes, right? His iris, like somebody looking down on you constantly, right? The eye in the sky. Think about it. Goo Goo Dolls, their hit song is Iris, and goo equals 37. Now, if you slowed down light enough, it would turn to goo. If you literally slowed down light, it would turn to goo. Just like if you speed something up, right? It would be opposite. And that's what happened with Adam and Eve. I believe that they were light beings. And then when they ate the fruit, they slowed down and they knew that they were naked now. Their body literally turned to our fleshly state now. Now, like I said, I didn't want to make this video, but it's kind of very interesting, and it is truth. But the reason that I finally made this video again, and I'm going to post it, is because of this. The word sex in English gematria equals 288. Now, I can't get around that. That killed me because I'm like, well, there you go. Because if you go to the 288th position in the number pi, starting from the decimal point, where do you run into? You run into the number 726 Harpazo, the rapture. And what is the rapture? Well, it's the wedding. It's when Isaac takes Rebekah up into the tent and becomes one with her. Same as the bride and the bridegroom. Sex, but not literally. There's a parabolic meaning, a spiritual meaning to this. And sex equals 288, and the 288th number is 726 Harpazo in pi. That's what sent me over. Then I was like, I have to make this, because that proves exactly what I'm saying. The rapture is what? The bride and the bridegroom coming together. Just like the word Google. Google. Get it? All information. Goo. 37. The value of the word wisdom. Another interesting thing is that at Christmas time, when the rapture is in December, there's a pagan holiday called Saturnalia. So Saturnalia is, from the word Saturn, which is Satan. And basically, they all used to have sex with each other. And what that represented is everything being one, right? So think of in the spirit what that would represent. We're all one. And this is what is coming, right? A one world order, a one world religion, one world government. But there's a right way to be one with each other. And then there's a perverted way to be one with each other. And again, this is what has been done, is that the truth has been taken and misused, right? So you can take the truth and misuse it, pervert it. I mean, there is a understanding on why they did that, but they're not supposed to do it like that, right? It's like, yeah, okay, you guys all want to have sex on Saturnalia to show that everything is one, because that's when the rapture is. We're going to become one with Christ. And I just showed you how sex is 726 in the number pi, Harpazo. But not like that, right? God doesn't want us to take it to that level to understand something. That's the wrong way. Now, think about this for a second. This is another big clue as to the rapture being at Christmas or Christmas Eve, Tevet 14. First of all, the 14 is the symbol for sperm, okay, which the higher meaning to that is light, because God's seed is light, okay? And in original Hebrew, the 14th letter, which is Christmas Eve, Tevet 14, is the sperm, okay? All having to do with sex, right? And then on Saturnalia on Christmas, around there, they all used to have sex with each other, symbolizing, showing something that had a spiritual meaning as well. This whole connection to sex. And I showed you how sex, when you go to the number for sex, 288, it's 726 Harpazo. And the whole, everything that God is describing, becoming one with Christ, Christ is in us, we're within Christ, we're the bride of Christ, he's the husbandman. It's all connected, okay? And it's all about Christmas time, Christmas Eve, when Christ was conceived. Okay. Again, did God literally have sex with Mary? No. But there is a parabolic understanding to what happened. God's seed is light, went into Mary. There you go. And then the Mormons take it like, yeah, they really had sex. No, see, and that's the thing. No. You got to put everything in its place, because the truth can be taken and mixed up. Like, everybody's not supposed to have sex to show this union in the spirit that we're supposed to have with God, like they do in Saturnalia. But it is a clue as to pointing to that time, because that is when God's seed went into Mary, which is light. And that's when the rapture is going to happen. And I showed you how rapture is the number for sex and pi. So, again, think with your higher mind. little uncomfortable making this video because I know there's a lot of different type of people out there that might take things the wrong way. But if you really listen to what I'm saying, if you look at the facts, okay, what I'm saying is exactly true. The song Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls is played in the movie The City of Angels. And The City of Angels is kind of like about a fallen angel who comes down to earth to be with the woman. And what I wanted to show you in this movie is that they flash 9/11 when they're playing the song Iris. And 9/11 is about the twins, right? The Twin Towers, but the twins, Castor and Pollux, which I believe is us and then the star that we're connected to. We each have a star like Jesus. And it's connected to our iris, sending light down to our iris, hence the song Iris. But they flashed 9/11 in the back, and then Nicolas Cage in another movie, Face Off, played a part where his name was Castor and he had a brother named Pollux, Castor and Pollux, in the movie Face Off. And then they flashed 9/11 in this movie, which is about the twins, the Twin Towers, Castor and Pollux. And also they played the song Iris, right? And the star is connected to the iris. Pollux connected to Castor, one immortal twin, one mortal twin. And the two stars, Castor and Pollux, shine brightest from December to March, which is the winter. And I told you guys, the rapture's in December, okay, Christmas Eve. And they're in the constellation Gemini. Get it? Gem-in-I, right? Iris, Castor and Pollux, the star that is connected to your iris in the Gem-in-I constellation.
A man touched a woman's bare skin by accident, but it made her turn and look at him in such a way.
And they...
Yes.
That was a good day.
Do you ever wonder what that would be like? Touch?
No.
Yes, you do.
Occasionally, yes.
And I'd give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't wanna go home right now. And all I could taste is this moment, and all I can breathe is your light. And sooner or later it's over. I just don't wanna miss you tonight. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am.
And there's the 9/11, and then it says emergency information. See, that's what I think the rapture is. We get caught up, we get secret information, just like the Apostle Paul's rapture. And then I think we come back and we're connected. That's what I think. But you see that 9/11, Twin Towers, the twins, Castor and Pollux, the Gem-in-I from December to March.
Tears that ain't coming, all the moment, the truth in your lies. When everything feels like the movies, yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am.
said, what good would wings be if you couldn't feel the wind on your face?
And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand. When everything's made to be broken, I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am. I just want you to know who I am.
The two main characters in the movie City of Angels were Meg Ryan. The word Meg is Jim backwards, Jim, like Gemini, and Ryan like Orion's belt. And then Nicolas Cage, like Old Saint Nick, again pointing towards the time of Christmas.